Jacob, have you got anything to say to that?
He's got his Robert Sanchez top on. Look at this guy.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, why are you trying to touch my shirt up? What?
Charlie, why are you... No, I can't say that. I can't say that.
Cut that. Get rid of that. But you guys trying to get me cancelled.
I'm trying to get you cancelled. Why are you trying to cancel Charlie?
Mate, you tried to cancel me just then, mate.
Did I?
Yeah, why? Yeah.
I'm just stirring the pot.
Mate, you ain't going to be able to afford his trip to Poland when we get there, mate, if we get him cancelled. So maybe just for his wallet, maybe he should tone in a bit.
Are you talking to me or Charlie?
What, mate, what's he talking about?
I don't know.
I don't know what he's on about. Anyway,
I love a bit of beef on the channel, though. Don't you like a bit
there's
of beef?
no beef, but...
Yeah, there is, mate.
I tell you, every time Matt gets on a fan cam...
Come on.
All right, we're doing the fucking fan cam. Relax.
Are we leaving that in?
Relax.
Is that being left? Yeah, that's been... Whoa, it's all... Well, anyway. Yeah.
Right.
Don't
What,
cut this as a short, please.
Josh is going to be all over this.
Brentford,
He's going to be all over it.
Brentford, yeah?
Yeah. What was the game like?
Game?
How did you find the game, Charlie?
I was sat down in Matthew Harding Upper, mate. It was weird.
Yeah.
It was a decent view, but mate, I tell you what, sitting down for a game's not for me. But that was enjoyable, mate.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we made hard work of it though. Like I don't know what I was expecting. Like I was expecting it to be like difficult. I was definitely expecting it to be more difficult than the Tottenham game, just because Brentford have got a decent record against us. That's only the second time we've ever beaten them in the Premier League since they've been promoted.
That's mad, isn't it? We've got such a bad record.
Yeah, well, exactly, mate. We've got such a bad record against them. And it's one of them games where I was looking at it when it's coming up and I'm thinking, yeah, like if we can get through this one, then this is real signs that this team is making decent progress. So yeah, we ground it out, mate. But I think the lack of depth today on the bench with the players out, no Felix, no Neto, Mudryk obviously still ill, no Lavia, that did hamper us in the second half. There was no one to come on and try and take control of the game. So you could tell by his subs what he brought in. Cucurella on with about 7 or 8 minutes left.
Do you know, you couldn't even criticise that though, to be fair, because Jackson was so good.
Yeah, no, you can't criticise it, but I'm just saying, not having those options, it did make it a little bit harder for us in that second half. And there was a point where I thought, this game's getting away from us a little bit. They hit
when you say options, though, sorry, what do you mean?
Well, options on the bench to just to freshen things up, to get some more control of the game. You would have maybe chucked on a Lavia in that second half, for example, to get a bit more control in the midfield. Maybe you would have, put on a Felix, or you would have maybe put on, just having those extra options available. I don't blame him for only bringing on in Kunku, because the players on the pitch were doing a decent job, and anyone else on the bench wasn't really going to bring anything to the table. But mate, it's one of these games where I look at the mentality of the team and the togetherness and us digging in. And in previous seasons, mate, we probably would have lost or drawn that game. So there's a real togetherness there, there's a real fighting spirit, and yeah, mate, we're heading in the right direction. What's that now? 2 points behind Liverpool. They got a game in hand. We're 7 points clear of Man City. We're 4 points clear of Arsenal. Maresca said that doesn't smell like a title race. I believe him. And for me, all I'm looking at right now is the gap between us and the 5th place team. As long as we get that top 4 locked in, and then, as I said before, if we get to end of January, start of February, and we're in a similar position, maybe we can refocus and start talking about it. But right now, why are we trying to allow other rival fans to put pressure on us and say that we're in a title race? Just take it game by game, mate. The manager says we're not in a title race, we're not in a title race.
But how long before people stop believing that? Because I could say, I don't know. I could say I don't go to the gym, but every week you see me, my arms are getting bigger. Something's happening.
Yeah, something's happening, but I think the big difference to me is that we haven't got the know-how or the experience. We don't know what this team would be like in a title run-in, for example. We know exactly what a Liverpool would be like. We've got a pretty good idea of what an Arsenal will be like. We don't know what we would be like as a team if we were to get to a title run. For me, there's still too many unknowns. We're still, we don't have a good enough goalkeeper, even though he was actually all right tonight. We don't have a good enough goalkeeper, and I still think we're a little bit short in terms of depth up front, and defensively maybe not quite there. But do you know what, mate? Every week that goes by and every game that we play and every game that we keep winning, it will get to a point, if we continue to win and continue to pick up results, where you can't keep saying we're not in it. But we haven't reached that point right now.
I'm with you. Jacob, do you have to go?
No. Oh yeah, well, the back. 8, 9 minutes.
Okay, all right. I saw Jacob running off. But yeah, man, to be honest with you, I'll be honest with you. I beg to differ. I think if you can get in this position...
Remember what happened the last time you made a bold prediction?
What was the last poll?
Start of last season, we're definitely going to come top 4 on Sky Sports, giving it the big one. Now what we doing? We're doing the title now.
Listen, this isn't Sky Sports. This is much more serious. This is Chelsea Fan
It's
TV.
much more serious. Yeah, you're making a bold
Can
claim.
you not
again.
see the microphone?
No, but you're making
Come on, mate.
You're making a bold,
I've invested a lot in this.
Mate,
mic.
you're making a bold claim.
I'm not saying we're going to win it, but I'm saying
You think you think we've got a genuine chance?
we're in the race. We are on the track, mate. If this was the Olympics, we've qualified.
We made it through the prelims, mate. Yeah, we've made it. We've made it to. We could say we're in the heats at the moment, but
Mate, we're second.
yeah,
what the fuck are we talking about?
Look,
of course we're in the title race. We're second.
I don't think for the reasons I've explained.
Fucking hell! What is going on there?
Sunday night scrap.
Maybe they just love each other, Charlie.
Is it? Are they loving?
Put the camera that
Are
way,
they loving
Rach.
each other? Oh God, it's all going wrong. What the fuck is going on here?
Jesus. Rach,
Guys,
turn the camera. Have a bit of fun with it.
We're in the fucking title race.
Bloody hell.
Oh, it's
no.
always.
Oh,
Oh God! Oh my God! He's absolutely done. Tell you what, mate, that's a decent front three there, wasn't it?
they got a good press.
Mate, they got a very good press. They were quick off the mark, mate. Yeah. I mean, always a few idiots have to spoil things, don't they? But anyway,
I thought he made the fan cam quite entertaining, to be honest with you.
A bit of a scrap.
Nobody got hurt.
No, it's got.
We can all have a little push and a pull.
It's got a bit of everything, hasn't it? I mean, it's absolute carnage. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah, depth from the bench, not great. But at the end of the day, mate, we ground out a result, and that's a real big thing for me with this team this season. Is that in difficult positions, backs against the wall, we've shown that we can win in multiple different ways. We've shown that we can, come from behind and grind results out and pick points up. We've also shown that we can not play particularly well and grind results out. We've shown that this season, mate, we've won games in all different kinds of ways. Yeah. And that's such a positive. That shows versatility, it shows great mentality. And, mate, we're in a really, really strong position right now.
Yeah, I mean, for me, though, how did you think we played today? 10 being fantastic, 1 being rubbish.
I thought we were good today, mate. I just thought we were wasteful in front of goal.
Yeah.
I thought the first half we were outstanding. I thought we were really, really good. They put like 21 crosses into the box in that first half.
Yeah.
I mean, Cucurella with a brilliant diving header. I mean, he was superb. Shame that he got himself sent off at the end. A second booking after full time for pushing someone. I think that's a little bit harsh, to be perfectly honest, but he's going to miss Everton away. That's a big blow. But yeah, look, he was exceptional tonight. Inverting into that midfield and that attacking role looked good. Brilliant diving header from that Madueke cross, and he was good. Jackson, I felt, had a good game as well. A couple of chances he missed that he should have done better with, but he takes his goal really well. Another assist for Enzo Fernandez. I thought we controlled the game well. Caicedo outstanding again. So yeah, this wasn't a bad performance. The scoreline obviously makes it look a lot closer than it was, but Brentford did have a bit of a spell second half, maybe sort of 10-15 minutes max, where they did look threatening. They were creating a few opportunities. They hit the crossbar. I don't know how that didn't go in. They do get their goal, and you're sort of thinking, oh God, we're not going to throw this away, are we? But we showed resilience to see it out. And look, do you know what? We actually defended reasonably well. I thought Tosin played quite well today, in fairness to him. Yeah, your guy, mate, your guy. Obviously, he come in. Badiashile injured, by the way. But he picked up a knock in training yesterday, so I don't think Tosin was really going to even play in this game. But obviously, he did. I felt him and Colwell dealt with Mbeumo and Visser pretty well. They're a real physical pairing. They won a lot of their aerial duels against them. So fair play to him, mate. I think overall it was a good night for us.
It was a great night. I mean, what a fan cam as well, Charlie. We've had accusations to get you cancelled. We've had a brawl. We've seen one of the best presses I've seen this season. I mean, it's been brilliant.
Mate, I don't know who he was.
And we've talked a little bit about football as well.
Mate, he was leading from the front, the geezer in the press there. Mate. Now the rest of the squad coming in strong. Mate, we were...
Mate, they've got a big budget.
Big budget, mate.
Mate, who owns these people?
Mate,
which team? Have they
got
more money than Clearlake?
Mate, the club are paying them, by the way, to police, aren't they?
What?
Chelsea will be paying them for policing.
Yeah,
of course they do, mate. Who do you think pays for it?
The taxpayer?
No, I don't think so. I think the club pay for the policing, mate. It doesn't really matter anyway, but they've done a good job, mate. Fair play to them.
About fucking time.
They've detained a dangerous geezer, mate, scrapping outside Conakry, mate. Dangerous guy. They detained him.
I mean, Chelsea. Look, they say it's so quiet at the bridge, but it's not been quiet so far. I mean, there's loads going on. One thing I also want to talk about, Madueke. I thought the performance from his... I heard mixed opinions where I was sitting. I thought his assist was fantastic.
That's brilliant cross.
And that's one thing he's missing from his game, is being able to get those passes and actually land on a player rather than just whip a ball in and never quite have that end product. And obviously defensively we give him a lot of praise. What do you make about his attacking prowess as well?
I thought it was a mixed bag. I thought there were some good things. Ball into the box was brilliant. I felt at times didn't take his man on enough. There was too much kind of slowing the ball down, chopping back, playing it backwards and whatever. A couple of times where maybe he should have passed instead of shooting. But overall, man, I thought it was a promising performance. And, you know, he's added another goal contribution to his tally for the season. And I thought he put in a decent shift there. I thought Sancho was good as well. Arguably, he could have scored in the second half when he kind of gets it around the keeper, but, you know, kind of runs out of space a little bit. I thought the wingers played pretty well tonight. I did feel, though, like as I mentioned earlier, lacking that depth with the other options. Felt maybe could have dealt with, freshening it up a little bit in those wide areas in the second half with a Neto, for example, or Felix or Mudryk or whatever. But we didn't have those options. So I thought the guys acquitted themselves well in those attacking areas. So I don't really think anyone had a particularly bad game. I don't watch that game and think, Jesus, there was someone that stood out that just wasn't at it at all. I thought all the guys were pretty on it.